Edgar Wright has proven himself a director with an impressive ability at directing action and giving it kinetic energy all his own. That makes him well suited to a story like The Running Man, involving someone trying to avoid getting caught in a high-stakes reality show. Adapting the book by Stephen King, Wright has a lot of fun putting the action set pieces together and giving them plenty of variety as Ben Richards races from one location to the next and deals with new obstacles each time. That allows for plenty of interest, further helped by Glenn Powell's terrific performance in the lead role. The Running Man does a decent job of setting up this futuristic society and police state and Ben's motivations. When the show begins and he's off, that's when the movie really kicks into high gear and does not lose steam. Glenn Powell brings the needed sympathy to Ben as we see his situation at home, but it also displays the anger at his family's current predicament and the unfair system in place. You can sense he could burst at any moment, which Wright and co-writer Michael Bacall play for both seriousness and even laughs a few times. The movie shows his smarts as he tries to think on his feet, and there are the needed stakes as the show tries to plot his potential demise. Wright directs the action extremely well, playing around with the locations like an apartment building and the city streets. He knows how to make the more explosive set pieces not fall into the typical routine, and when he gets injured, those moments are felt. A highlight comes from a section with Michael Cera as one of the people trying to help Ben. Cera brings a lot of energetic enthusiasm to the role, along with his own anger at the system, and he gets his own fun action scene to shine. Colman Domingo fittingly brings a showman's quality to his role as the host of Running Man, while Josh Brolin makes the main villain into a truly detestable figure. While Edgar Wright has tackled social commentary a few times in his previous films, most notably in Hot Fuzz, this might be his most overtly political film, which makes sense with the subject matter. The topic of media manipulation used to sway the public is especially relevant to today's times, where we're not sure how much we're being emotionally affected by the whims of the algorithm. The scenes where the show producers use artificial intelligence to alter Ben's recordings feel particularly pointed and a needed message about how we need to be careful about what we're told and get all the facts straight. This adds further urgency for Ben to triumph and defeat those responsible for putting him in the show. The Running Man delivers exactly what is hoped for, with Edgar Wright tackling a man-on-the-run story. He successfully takes us from one set piece to the next and allows Glenn Powell to tap into all sides of the character, from his anger to the physical altercations. And as expected with Wright, he does not opt for the usual sorts of framing and editing for the action scenes. He keeps it engaging through the over 2 hours and retains interest in seeing not only how Ben does, but a few of his fellow contestants too. This is not the first movie to depict a dystopian society where people put into a deadly game, and not even the first such Stephen King adaptation of this year, but it manages to carve out its own identity.